Did you get it?
Yep. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Full Follow. I'm your host, Justin Butcher, and today we got another Justin with us. How are you doing, Justin?
I'm good. How are you? Thanks for having me on, buddy.
Oh, pretty good. So, real quick, let's just talk some racing. So, what did you think of the season in a whole?
What I thought about the season is Kyle Larson's an absolute wheel man. Kyle Larson, I think, really reinvented himself this year. It started out with Michael McDowell winning the Daytona 500, so that was kind of a shock. So that was kind of good for that team. And then Kyle Larson kind of dominating all the season. So I think the season was good. I think we had a lot of first-time winners, so that was good for the sport. It's getting a lot younger generation now, rather than older people. So
Yeah. So, tell everyone, who is your favorite driver and why?
I like Matt DiBenedetto. I've always been a fan of him. I think he's a great driver. Well, with Matty D's future being limited in Cup, so I kind of got to find a new one. But I think it was Matt DiBenedetto. He's always my favorite.
Yeah. It's been a good year. So tell everyone, what do you think of the new car and what you've seen of the new car here?
To be honest with you, I really haven't seen a lot of the new car. I've seen a few, but what I've seen is that I'm not too impressed with. I think it's a lot slower than the cars they have now. So I think it's going to be harder for Cendric and Burton and all the new people that are coming up into the series, like Jack Villeneuve and Ty Dillon, and I think it's going to be tougher for them because the cars are slower. But I did hear a report today, I don't know whether it's true or not, that they are thinking of getting rid of the 550 horsepower and making it 750, but I don't know how accurate that is. I just heard a report, but
Who did you hear that report from?
I found it on Twitter. I don't remember who I heard it from, but we'll see. It could be just a grain of salt. That may not even work. So if that's the case, and it's going to be, if they continue with the 550 horsepower to make the car slower, then it's going to be harder for people to get a win, like a rookie like Harrison Burton or Austin Cendric. They are coming up from the Xfinity series.
Yeah, so who do you expect to be good next season?
Probably Kyle Larson again. Cendric, I think, is going to have a good year in the 2. Ty Dillon, I think, is going to be a dark horse. I think Ty Dillon's going to do well. Michael McDowell, I think, is going to Brad Keselowski, I think, also is going to do well in the new 6 car. Curious to see where people land as we get closer to the start of the NASCAR racing season.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. So what is your biggest takeaway from the season, you think?
From last season?
Yes.
Not really sure. I mean, it's kind of probably Kyle Larson, to be honest with you. I mean, Kyle Larson went from saying the N word to winning 10 races, and then that's the most somebody has won in a race since Jeff Gordon. So,
yeah, and I noticed you got the 34 car behind you, so you must like Michael McDowell a little bit.
Yeah, I like him. I just thought because we were talking about the next gen cars, it'd be cool to have a background. So
yeah,
next background.
So who do you think is going to be the team to be afraid of besides Kyle Larson?
Who do I think is going to be
Up there with Kyle Larson next year.
I think let's see. I think Penske. I think Penske is gonna do well. I think as I said, I think Cendric's gonna have a good year, but if I think Front Row Motorsports is getting a little bit better. I think they're going to have a little bit better season than they did. So I think it's going to be probably Penske, but you got to always put Hendrick at number one. That's never going to change.
You'll always put Hendrick number one.
Well, that's my reasoning behind it. That is because they've got Larson, they've got Bowman, they've got Willie Byron, and they've got Chase Elliott. So I think that's
they got a pretty good list of drivers, don't they?
I think they're pretty much set for a while.
So who do you think the best crew chief combination was this year?
What was that?
Who do you think was the best crew chief combination this year?
Repeat the question. I'm sorry.
What crew chief combination do you think was the best this year besides Kyle Larson and Chris Daniels?
Who was the best besides Kyle Larson?
Yeah.
I think Ryan Blaney actually from Penske. I think he had a really good season. And you also got to go with Front Row Motorsports because of McDowell's 500 Daytona 500 win, and then kind of McDowell like after the 500 win, he kind of like kept it going, and then if it hadn't been for the playoffs, I think he would have really made some noise.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more, but that's all the time we have for this edition of Full Throttle. I thank my friend Justin for coming on, and
I think he had such bad luck in the playoffs. McDowell did, like, seriously.
Yes, he did.
I've never seen somebody like 3 speeding penalties at Richmond. He had the problem at Bristol. It's like, and then he had some kind of problem at Darlington. It's like something popped up in like the 3 races. So it's like he never had a chance. But
yeah,
it was good for them to get in the playoffs and them doing good.
So yeah, so looking in your crystal ball, what do you think? If you could ask Bob, if you could ask anybody a question in motorsports, what would it be and why?
I think it would be how to get like more fans involved. Like, I don't really think. I mean, I think the fans are involved, but I don't think they're that involved. So probably, how can we get like more fans in the races? How can we, or more fans more involved? Like,
yeah, I know what you mean.
But
that's all the time we have for this edition of Full Throttle. Justin, I appreciate you coming on.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it, buddy.
Yeah, thank you very much.